fuck, I stabbed myself.
Today's episode is made possible through the support of Paul Peluso. Thank you, sir.
So this is, oh yeah, it's fucked. This is Ernie. And Ernie is having some hot end issues. I think I got a leak down here. And, see, I was getting some weird shit in my prints. I was getting, this is the robot project we're working on. And I was getting some weird little black lines and shit. I didn't know what the hell's going on. Well, I found it because I went to start up printing for the day. Bert's doing fine. But Ernie wouldn't thermal up. So, I think I found out why. I think I gotta take the whole hot end off and do a little surgery here. So, let's dig in. Let's hop onto this and see if we can take it off. I think it's just these two bolts that hold it. Shouldn't be too bad. So this is that fancy Swiss hot end that I used in the other printer. This is the one I like everywhere. Oh, she's gungy. Just fuck off. Okay, so let's take the condom off here and see what we see. Judging by the cloddy yellow discharge, I'm gonna say it's got the drip, and especially since it's been dripping. Alright, so picking this off here really isn't that hard because it's just a little metal block. The problem is picking it off without fucking up the delicate wires on everything. So I gotta heat this up. Like, the easy way to do this would be to heat it up and pull shit apart. But I gotta heat it up, and if the thermistor isn't responding properly, so it may just be already fucked up. But I don't think the thermistor is actually fucked up. I think this is insulating it just enough that it won't come up to temperature now. And as a result of that, so, alright, this is what I think's happening. I think I got this worked out. I think that the hot end is sending a call for heat because it's cold. And it tries to heat it up, but there's so much goop in here, it's insulating the thermistor just enough, because there's two things in here. If you look on this side, you can actually see there's 4 wires. There's these 2 little ones and the 2 big ones. The 2 big ones go to the heating element, and that's this capsule down in here. There's 2 little tiny ones here that go to a thermistor, which is just a variable resistor controlled by heat. So this starts heating it up, and then the little computer is watching to see the heat show up in the thermistor, and if it doesn't say, "Yup, I'm getting hot," soon enough, then it just shuts it down because it thinks something failed, because this has a failsafe in it, and it's a good thing. I went through a lot. Denichi and I did the upgrade. Well, Denichi did, and I just watched and swore and was quietly awed. But Denichi went through and did the firmware upgrade on this, because if this doesn't report properly to your firmware, and if your firmware doesn't take proper action, this little setup here can burn your fucking house down. And that's happened to people. Like, look on the internet, there's examples where people have had their house burned down because they had the old firmware in their 3D printer. Because if you call for heat, and like if this block falls out of here and the thermistor doesn't see it, or if the thermistor falls out or whatever, and it just keeps cranking for heat and not getting it, then it all goes to shit. And then you let the magic smoke out. But the trick is, how do I heat this up now in such a way as to get my my bits apart? Because yeah, you could just cut it apart and throw it all away and all that, but I'm low rent and I don't want to do that. I want to fix it. And what I got to do is I got to get all this goop out of here and clean it off really good, and then figure out where my leak is. And I'm judging by the look of it, my leak's up top here. And just unfuck it. So, do you fit in there? No, that's a size smaller. And then there's a little screw. I remember there being a little screw. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is go at it just with a razor knife and see what we can get off the damn thing. So, we'll zoom you out gently. Okay, let me grab a knife. Ain't no way this don't suck. Huh?
That means just look at Sarge.
Sarge is alright, and I've looked at a lot of Sarge. I don't believe I've ever seen Sarge wearing clothes. I know he has to wear clothes from time to time because he goes outside. He goes out and does things. And he doesn't get arrested on a daily basis, so I've got to think he wears clothes from time to time. He just doesn't do it when he's on the computer, and you know, that's cool if that's your thing. Ow! Fuck, I stabbed myself. God damn it. Oh, I'm bleeding like hell. Shit! Oh, I'm bleeding like hell now. Yeah, I'm gonna die. A fucking 3D puncture wound. Look at that. That's your carnage. I'm gonna die right here. Oh fuck, blood on the printer! Blood on the wall! Fuck, god damn it, that hurt too.
If you do the, what do they call it, the anagram? The anarchy symbol?
I am not drawing the anarchy symbol on the fucking wall, but I am gonna find a
No,
Band-Aid.
on the printer.
No! Jesus. No, the blood will fuck up with the adhesion of my print. I'm gonna put a Band-Aid on it and call it good, but I gotta... Fuck.
Yeah. What'd you do, get yourself an X-Acto?
Yeah, I stabbed myself pretty good with the X-Acto, too. Yeah, it hurt.
Been there.
Right in the index finger. I'm bleeding all over the fucking place. Jesus Christ.
You're bleeding like a stuffed pig.
Stuck pig. Stuck pig, not stuffed.
Stuffed pig.
My
Okay.
pigs don't get stuffed. I'm bleeding like hell, too. Oh, fuck. Shit!
I'm gonna tell you, like, what my brother has told me, and my
Oh,
kids
there's
and
blood on the
his kids.
floor. Jesus Christ.
Hospitals are closed.
I don't need a hospital, but I'm bleeding all over the fucking floor. Alright, so step 3 on fixing the 3D printer is apply pressure until the bleeding stops. So there's blood all over the fucking floor, blood all over my hand. Jesus, I'm a fucking professional. Oh shit, where's Chris working? Just follow the blood trail, that'll get you. So, hi guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 11:15 on 10/20/19, and fucking blood, fuck it. These pants belong to me now. They are marked with my blood. So I should, Jesus Christ, am I bleeding from 2 fingers? I'm just bleeding from one, right? I only cut 1 finger, right? It only hurts in 1 finger. Alright, so I've soaked through the Band-Aid already, that's cool. Alright, so, let's get back to work. So this is my problem here. And, that's a thing. So I'm gonna move, let's see if I can get you a better shot. Maybe? I gotta keep this relatively close. Oh, I can move the... No, I can't. I can move the printer back while I'm working on it. I just can't move the printer back while it's printing. Alright, so we'll spin that. Right round, baby, right round. Alright. Zoom in a fair bit. Yeah. And now... if I, instead of looking at the fucking screen so that I can make sure you guys can see what I'm doing, I actually look at the part maybe I can not stab myself in the fucking finger. And don't put your finger behind the part when you're working on it. Like, how many people just saw that one coming? I didn't. Also, I gotta remember to buy Band-Aids that don't suck. I got these shitty, cheap Band-Aids in the med kit. And shop emergency supplies are not a place where you should skimp out. Oh, here. Alright, I'm working too low. I'm on it. Quit bitching. There. Okay, now you can see what the fuck we're doing. This isn't the right tool for this anyway. Let's get something... Because I got a lever on it, and you can't lever on an X-Acto. Well, not for long anyway. Oh, hey, look at that. Ooh. Ooh, that don't look good. That don't look good. Fuck. See, this, I think, was a solid little... I think I might have fucked my heating element completely. Oh, yeah. How can you tell? Check out the blood on the floor.
Holy shit, what'd you do?
I was using the X-Acto knife right here. And, like, I'm working it, and I just right through and bleeding. You can see I soaked the Band-Aid through it, so that's... Yeah, it hurt like fuck. Hey, don't lick that, you dumb shit. God, dog's got a taste for blood now. So, yeah, I'm an idiot. There is one good side, though. There's one good side to it.
What?
I got the shot.
You got it on camera?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
So I'm pretty happy about that. Because if you're going to fucking hurt yourself, at least get it on camera so the entire internet can mock you and make you its bitch. Hi, I'm Chris Boden. I burned down High Voltage Labs. You remember me? Oh, fuck. I may have to apply heat to this. I don't want to...
What's wrong with it?
Huh?
What's wrong with it?
There's a leak. The Swiss hot ends, and maybe other ones, I don't remember, but they have a connection here that... Well, it's not how I would have done it, but it's how they did it. I need a little vise that I can put this in and whack... Alright, question 1. How do I get this off the printer? This wire is... Oh, so it's just one cable
How do you bring
and the
it
tube.
to it?
No, I'm going to bring this to the vise. But I need... Alright, hang on a second. Here. I'm gonna hand you this.
Blood.
You're hardcore. What'd you clean the blood up with?
Simple green.
Simple. You can't use simple green. You gotta use quat. It's a biohazard. I could have all the diseases of a Filipino whorehouse,
I've had your
or
blood.
worse, a cheap Australian whorehouse.
I've had your blood on me before. I think it'll be okay.
Okay. It's hard being me. Here, can I hand you this real quick?
Yep.
Thank you. So I have this. I'm gonna take this out. Now we had a vise down here. A bench vise. Is it still down here?
Yeah, it's under here. It was.
I don't see it anywhere. We'll get to that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the filament right here. Thus. And this is only attached to the line. So we take... that out. Squeeze, push, pull. Oh, it's like... Okay, cool. And then we take this. Now that's all turned off, so we're cool there. Alright, so I have my dingle in, right? So we got that. So I'm going to set this over here on the bench. So that's just cool. Now, Mackie, where'd you put the vise? See, I gotta clean all the
not focusing.
spooge.
There we
Clean
go.
all the spooge off. Anything that's yellow
How
or
did it
charred
leak
black.
in there?
There's the connection between here and here is kind of shit, and we will examine that. So I got a couple ways to do this. I could do it mechanically or chemically. Now this is PLA, and I know that with PLA prints, if you put acetone on them,
Yeah.
they soften out.
You might
So
want to try that
I
first.
could try that, but if I do that, I'm into a giant gummy fucking mess. But we can try it.
I would at least try and get it off that way.
Yeah, because worst case, the acetone can flash off and it'll get hard again. So let's... Does acetone fuck up my mat?
I don't know. What's your mat made of?
White plasticky shit? But you know, test in a small inconspicuous spot, like a 3-inch circle right in the middle of the mat.
I think it'll be okay.
Acetone.
A guy named Todd is here.
Oh, I have a thing for him. I'll be right back. We're chewing into shit here. I tried putting a little acetone on it, and that didn't work worth a damn. So, this is pretty gross, what this is. I want to get those out. I wonder... Let's just loosen everything on it and see what that gets us. Alright, I don't get to use my nice Vietas for this because I don't think they go small enough. This is probably metricated, so let's drop to a 1.5. See if that do. That feels right. Oh, it's so gummed to shit. Where's the little screw? Oh, I think it's on the end. I can't go cutting in here because I got all the wires. Alright, we're just going to have at it. And if you fuck it up, it was a defective part anyway. See, the thing has... Can I pick that out? Do I have something tiny enough to pick that out? Because it's just a little Allen screw. Oh! Did it turn or did we strip it? We stripped it. God damn it. Let's see if we can strip the... No, let's not do that. I stripped one. Let's see if we can strip both fucking things. Ah. What if... What if... What if... No. Because I know it's metric. I fucking know it's metric. So don't go dicking around. Or, well, maybe there's a standard size. It's just a little bit bigger. I can cram that in there and fuck it up twice. Alright, alright, so we're going to grab our Klein micro chisel here. And I know there's nothing on top. We'll just see how much of this we can chisel the fuck off. Oh. Oh, there's a trapped mosquito in that one. I'll bring back dinosaurs. That's a screw. Well, that's progress if I'm dug in deep enough. That's the screw that holds in the thermistor.
Okay, my dear.
Right there, that's your thermistor screw.
Can't just notice another person walked into the room.
Oh. Alright, another big chunk out. I'm starting to be able to visualize this. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see if I can get that thing out. Oh, shit! Okay, I got the screw out. That's a hell of a start. That's a hell of a start. Oh, it smells like burned electronics, though.
That's never a good smell.
Yeah, I have concerns.
What are we taking apart?
The hot end for the 3D printer number 2, Ernie. It's right proper fucked. Alright, I'm gonna grab a different. I'm gonna grab the good Lyra set. Alright, so I got my good Lyra set.
Empty.
Because it turns out that needed a 1.5, which is my tiniest Lyra, and maybe we can do this. Maybe. I have a quiet dream. I'll wiggle it right down in there as deep as I can. Oh, well, it's grabbing, so that's something.
Hey, I wonder if the software prevented a thermal runaway.
The software did prevent the thermal runaway just like it's supposed to do.
Oh, thank God.
However, it did so at the cost of completely fucking the entire system. I don't know that it actually would have had a thermal runaway because everything was still connected. It just didn't. It would have come up to temp, it just didn't come up to temp fast enough to make it happy. Okay, there's our connection. Where's my little cutters? I have a little pair of cutters over here. Damn it, I need cutters. Like 3 pairs of these. Why can I never find one when I want? Okay. So, we'll cut that off up there. We can take that right out. Oh, that is oddly satisfying. Okay. So here is, we're fine here. Everything upstream is totally cool. This is doing like it's supposed to. And judging by how clean this is here, like this whole fitting, we're good there. So we're leaking out down below this. So we're probably leaking out in the nozzle fitting So I got to get the nozzle out. So let's grab, it looks like an 8mm. That's smaller than an 8. I don't know that I have any wrenches smaller than an 8. That's pretty close. No, it's smaller than an 8. Alright, let's get into the sockets. I got a 7 and a 6 in sockets. It's a 7? 6, okay, it's a 7? Oh, 7 barely fits on because it's crusty. Alright, well let's... Okay. So we got that on there. Now we're going to have to hold that. And I don't know where I put the vise. So we're going to go with portable vise.
Oh, you said, oh.
No, I got a fucking big pair of channel locks, which is not a tool commonly employed in the repair of a 3D printer. But, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna grab that with big ass channel locks. Oh, come the fuck out. Come on. Let's do that. Oh, it's crunchy. It's nasty. Oh yeah, that's... Now we're getting into the problem area. It's out the other side, I think so. I think we're leaking out the top. I don't know how this tube... I think the leak is coming out at the interface between this tube and this main body. I'm pretty sure the leak is coming out here at this interface where this tube meets the hot block. But now that we know where everything is, and we can see our thermistor wires cool over here and our heater wires cool over here, I gotta clean this out and chisel all this shit off. We're down into, like, we're getting there. It's a tedious process, but we're getting there. Alright, back at it. Oh, that ain't fucking ever coming out. Alright. So here's how you get that out. Put it back in. You want it to just hold on loosely, but don't let go. You got to make sure that it doesn't cling too tightly, or you could lose control of the entire system, and that would be bad. Alright, so we just chisel the fuck out of this, I think, really, as a system. That big chunk run. Go over here. Right there. It's hard, brittle, gummy, chewy, all at the same time. It's basically a Charleston chew. The important thing is to have hardened, tiny, pointy bits and soft, fleshy bits in line as you really lean into the damn thing so you can stab yourself in the fucking finger again. Which still hurts, by the way. Alright, we need a vise. We need a fucking bench vise. I'll be right back.
Weird question.
Alright, so I own 2 bench vices, and I don't know where either of them are right now because I cleaned the damn shop. So we're just going to set all our part... No, I'm going to keep... I'm setting it over there. Alright, so we're going to We're gonna pick and poke and scrape and chisel all the big pieces off of here, just pounding it into the desk. As best we can. Now, a smarter man would say, you know, this is obviously fucked and it's way more trouble than it's worth. And why don't you just buy a new hot end? Because they're not expensive. Yeah, like, and this is a nice hot end. It's one of those sexy Swiss hot ends from Sweden. And it's good shit most of the time, aside from the fact that it fucking leaked like hell. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna heat gun. There's nothing here that'd be hurt by a heat gun, is there? Like, it's a hot end. It's designed to get hot. Let's try a little acetone just to see what happens, and maybe that'll have some kind of an effect. Hey, these things fucking suck, just so you know. But I have some classic, proper Q-tips, and they are actual name brand Q-tips, so I can call them Q-tips without the lawyers getting pissed at me. Let's just douche one side here in acetone and see what that does for us. Ooh, 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 look at that. Look at that. That's a mark of progress. No, but the Q-tip's like getting as black and nasty as it does when I stick it in my ear, so I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling optimistic. Now, the thing I'm waiting for here is my desk mat to start melting like hell. Minimum focal distance.
Anyone else get a craving for grilled cheese when they're so high?
What?
Did anyone else get a craving for grilled cheese when they're so high?
I haven't had a grilled cheese sandwich in years, but I know the best place to get one. Best grilled cheese sandwich is in Marne, Michigan. There's a little cafe there called like the Railroad Cafe or something. Fucking amazing grilled cheese sandwich.
I had a panini the other day.
Is that legal where you are?
Yeah. It's a grilled cheese sandwich with meat and vegetables on it. Like a sandwich at the, grill.
It's a grilled cheese for fancy people.
Yeah, isn't a panini just a grilled cheese sandwich that knows somebody? Look at that.
It's basically a bread roll cut in half, cheese inside, slam it in an iron.
So we're using a totally different set of skills of mine, but they're actually working out. We've gone into gun cleaning skills, which is good, because if the acetone didn't do it, then my next step was absolutely going to hops number 9, my preferred solvent. I don't keep sulfuric acid in stock, and I got a really big scar on my ankle as to why I don't play with any kind of acids. Acids scare me.
How's that chemistry scares you?
Chemistry scares me, because there's acids in it.
Really strong base will do the same thing.
Chemistry's for smarter people than me. I just accept that fact and go on my day.
I'm surprised that you don't have your ETF license for making your own fireworks.
Fuck that noise.
I mean, he's probably not got any acids laying around, but if the box or anything's gone, he's got about, 40 gallons of urea laying around.
I can only imagine the guy that had to come and empty the dumpster that week? Like, can you just imagine that? Like, you're driving a garbage truck, and you come in and you pick up a dumpster and you toss it over, and there's 120 gallons of stale, stagnant human piss. And that's all like, it wasn't like glass bottles or anything. But I'm sure some of those had to break, smash, because they're all just plastic, like Gatorade bottles.
Yeah.
So some of those had to break and leak out in the truck.
I was sitting there thinking, like, is he A, just lazy as fuck, or B, is he trying to make explosives?
No, it was neither. That's his kink.
Oh.
He had actually requested from a couple female staff members that they give him some of their piss. Like, if I could keep piss in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do. Yeah, just no.
Now that just leads to questions. Number one, how the fuck do you make that request? And number two, how do you make that request and stay in active employment?
Well, I didn't find out about it.
Evidently.
Not until after the fact. Because I would have rather quickly had some questions.
Question number one, is it even worth me doing a mandatory drug test? Okay, you need to do a piss test. Okay, what?
Oh, hey. Hi there, Angel Green, and welcome to the Weird. Angel Green, which is the street name, the hidden name of the Green Lantern, is what I'm going with. Angel Green sounds like the street name of some kind of superhero. Oh, fuck. Alright.
You know, back on the subject of sandwiches.
Now that we've diverged from sandwiches to some really twisted, kinky shit, and ultimately bad employees, let's come back to sandwiches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm hungry.
For a Reuben right
I've
now.
done it once, but
I've never had a Reuben.
What's that?
I've never had a Reuben in my entire life.
Never had a Reuben?
No. Those are made with like sauerkraut, aren't they?
Yeah, sauerkraut, corned beef, and I think it's Thousand Island dressing.
That sounds truly disgusting to me.
And then, of course, it's all with Swiss cheese also.
Yeah,
oh, of course.
And then it's grilled like a grilled cheese.
Okay.
Someone suggested that I make grilled cheese with Kraft singles. I now wish that person died.
What's wrong with Kraft singles, man?
Dude, it was the most disgusting grilled cheese I've ever eaten in my life.
That tastes like America.
No, fuck no.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta make a grilled cheese with Kraft American singles and just a little bit of mayo on it.
Look, I ate that sandwich and I instantly understood why poor kids are always sad.
I grew up on that shit, man.
Like, no, it's gotta be cheddar. It has to be cheddar.
Sharp cheddar or regular cheddar?
So I gotta ask, can you get American cheese in the UK?
Yeah, and it's usually what we call Kraft singles.
But it's like, it's American singles. It isn't just Kraft singles. Because Kraft singles come in like a million different...
American sliced cheese.
Okay, because Kraft singles come in a million different flavors of cheese.
Oh yeah, I've just got in the habit of calling them Kraft singles. Like, to my knowledge, we don't have anything else like that's generally the cheese that will be made on.
And now you also have to watch.
Oh my fucking god! You want to know what feels amazing?
When the big chunk of shit comes out the hot end.
No! You weren't around like an hour ago when I stabbed my finger really good with an
Oh,
X-Acto
yeah.
knife. But I'm telling you, getting that acetone in that, like soaking into the Band-Aid, that fucking feels awesome, dude. Oh, this is the best. I'm a step away from making an Electro Boom video at this point. That's the level of pain I'm in.
That's to me like an undefined quantity.
Okay, you guys can only talk one at a time on here. You want to try that again?
The Electro Boom's like an undefined quantity. I can't tell if he's legitimately an idiot or if he just does it on purpose.
He absolutely does it on purpose. And he's really good at what he does. Oh, this is going to take a minute.
No, the level of cringe. Oh.
Alright, so it's been a moment. Time is 12:13 now. And I'm going to give it another shot at trying to get these bolts out because the bolts are, as you can see, much cleaner. Should be alright. There's still not as much engagement as there as I'd like. And that's got a bit of a wiggle to it. That's got a bit of a wiggle to it too. Oh, and that's still got the grub screw in it. Get the grub screw and a little screw up there, so those are safe and those are good and those are happy. I'm not going to use the ball end. Never use the ball end. Like if you've got and these are good Vieta, proper tools. But the ball ends are a hair smaller, so don't use the ball ends for anything more than just like fingertip pressure. If you got a reef on it, put the big, giant, beefy end in there on your 1.5 millimeter Allen wrench. Put the big, beefy end in there. So I'm going to get these in here. Hold that. Thus. Oh, I think it's turning. I think it's turning. Oh, it's fucking turning! Yeah! Now I can go to the ball end. Oh, that is so cool. I have hope. This is the first time in this entire process where I actually felt a tinge of hope. So. Oh! She gummy. She chewy. Come on, there you go. But she's turning. That's cool. Alright, so we got that out. Alright, that's really a milestone in this. Because now I can attempt... See, I don't want to pull this out because I might pull the wires off. I gotta push it out from the other side. But for this... Now I'm at a point where I'm comfortable really heating this up. So let's get set up and get some heat into this because I might be able to just pull it apart. Because this is very tolerant of heat at this point. Like everything's out. And I got all my screws out. So let's heat it up. Alright, so I got my little hot air gun here. Heating up to 400 degrees, which should be plenty for this. So we're just going to heat this up and see what happens. Basically, I'm just going to heat it up and see if shit starts falling off. Because I don't know how well I'll be able to tell. I could plug it in and monitor the temperature that way though. It'd be kind of funny. Basically, I'm just dumping as much heat as I can into this block of metal. in the hopes that I will melt stuff enough that I can just slide it right off. I grab it with something like this. Oh, and there we go, it slid right out. How about that? Don't touch it, that's fucking hot. Alright, so we got our heating element and our thermistor out, and the thermistor looks pretty shitty. I don't know what kind of shape that's in. I think I'm going to buy a replacement thermistor. Just for safety. I'll get a new thermistor and probably a new heating element. But I still got to keep cleaning this, so we can separate those out now. That's really hot. So we can separate this out, which is also really hot. And I'm going to super clean this because I want to figure out where it's leaking. And I think that's our leak right there. I think we're leaking out that joint. But I gotta know. Ooh, ooh, hey. Oh, I like this. Alright, let's dump some more heat into this. I'm gonna see if I can find a better way to hold this. Hey, shit! I'm smart. I can hold that with those. That's way more safer. So let's apply a little heat and then wipe the shit off. And we wipe some of the shit. Oh wow, that's way more better. That's a good idea. We just wipe off as much as we can. We're gonna go through a lot of Q-tips at this stage. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, alright. Now we'll apply a little more heat here and we'll do the top. You gotta work quick because it'll cool off in a hurry. Okay. More heat. So we gotta go around to this side.
I feel stupid.
Yeah, but you're used to that.
No, I drove all the way down here today to go help a friend move, and it's not until next week.
Yeah. That was an hour and a half that I could have slept more.
So the question hang on a second. The question I have here is, you didn't think to like Facebook message your friend or call him or text him or anything before you drove an hour and a half to go to his house?
He left me a voicemail saying, "Oh, I'll see you next week for the move," and that was Monday. I think he had a senior moment and forgot what day it was, what week before started.
I'm always really big on phone first. I always have been. Like, if you're going to a friend's house, you give them a call and be like, hey dude, I'm coming over, so make sure that, you know, you don't have the farm animals still out, because it freaks me out when I see you doing that thing to that pig.
He made love with all of his neighbors. Then like
I'm so
five
glad
doors
you ended
down.
up that way.
What was that, Sarge?
Huh?
What was that?
I'm so glad he chose to end that sentence that way, because all I heard was, he made love with all of his neighbors.
Yeah, but what you don't know is he lives next door to a dog rescue.
No,
Yeah,
they
they rescued the
don't
dogs
see
from
him
daycare.
here.
Hey, don't do that. That's the Welsh national anthem.
Oh, man.
The guy gave me $30,000 worth of train.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you, like, donate him to the club or something?
No, he donated them to me, personally.
To you?
Here's them.
Aw.
Yeah. Me and him are pretty good friends. They wanted to go to somewhere that it would be maintained and ran, so.
Run.
Run.
Run's a complicated word. Nobody uses it right.
You know, maybe we should just ban that word dictionary.
Look up run in the dictionary. It'll blow your mind. Check out how many definitions there are for the word run. That's one of those that blows people's mind.
Okay, question. Do you
Alright.
you run a coffee or do you ran a coffee?
That is past tense.
Yeah.
You don't say he run the marathon, you say he ran the marathon.
I think second to the connector series there should be an English series.
I can't teach English. I can't fucking speak English.
Although to be fair, saying the trains will be ran does make it a little more. It sounds a bit more vibrant.
Alright, so we've got it clean. It's looking pretty decent. I'm gonna soak this in acetone for a couple days while my thermistor gets here. I'm gonna order that next. And let's take a minute and show you guys how much we got off of that. So this is the second pile of stuff that came off. The first pile was mixed in with a lot of my blood, and it's been a day, and was cleaned up and thrown away. But this is just what I got off here on the bench, and here's the little nozzle for it. I got replacement nozzles, but I don't have a replacement thermistor. So this is the heating device. Here, that's your little heating element, and it's just a resistive heating element. And this is the thermistor, and it's super fucked because see how the thermistor is in two pieces now? There's two different wires? Yeah, that's totally fucked. So we absolutely need, and we need a new thermistor anyway because I'm not going to trust that. So yeah, we're going to order some parts, and we'll have a second video in this where we put it all back together. That'll be thrilling. Thank you guys for hanging out. See ya.